For tonight's discussion by a network of electronic facilities,
I have stated on many occasions that the United States must meet its commitment on Berlin. It is a commitment that we have to meet if we're going to protect the security of Western Europe. And therefore,
I would remind Senator Kennedy of the past 50 years. I would ask him to name one Republican president who led this nation into war. There were three.
If the present trend continues, if Mr. Kennedy, Senator Kennedy, will be the next president of the United States.
John F. Kennedy of the state of Massachusetts has received for president of the United States 303 votes. Richard M. Nixon of the state of California has received 219 votes. Harry F. Byrd of the state of Virginia has received 15 votes. This is the first time in 100 years that a candidate for the presidency announced the results of an election in which he was defeated and announced the victory of his opponent.
I congratulate Governor Brown, as Herb Klein has already indicated, for his victory. I'm proud of the fact that I defended my opponent's patriotism. You gentlemen didn't report it, but I'm proud that I did that. I'm proud also.
President Kennedy yesterday wrote the final and greatest chapter in his profiles of courage. Today, millions of people throughout the world are trying to find words adequate to express their grief and their sympathy to his family. The greatest tribute we could all pay to his memory would be in our everyday lives to do everything we possibly can to reduce the hatred that drives men to such terrible deeds.
Look this way. All right, fine. All right, fine. Okay.
How do you think you're going to do up there? A surprise, maybe?
Well, my position has been stated several times. I am not a candidate. I have indicated, however, that I am going to try to make the case as well as I can against the Johnson administration and for the election of a Republican president.
And now tonight, after having 3 times addressed Republican conventions as one of the nominees for high office, I appear in a new role. I appear as a worker in the ranks, and I call upon millions listening all over this land to join me in dedicating ourselves to the cause of victory for America, victory for the Republican Party, and victory for the next President of the United States, Barry Goldwater, in November.
You see that as your role?
On the subject of nuclear control, the recent debate on that issue has gotten into the area of existing orders, which are probably pretty highly classified. Do you think this is fair game in the campaign?
Well, I think certainly that it's not fair game for the Johnson administration to indicate that and charge that Senator Goldwater basically is trigger happy for advocating a position which in effect has been the position of this country under President Eisenhower, under President Kennedy, and President Johnson. And that is, essentially, that the NATO commander in the field would not be left helpless with our 6 American divisions there and the European divisions against hordes of communist divisions in the event there was a breakdown in communications. That's basically... There should be no use of atomic weapons, and there is no need for atomic weapons in the South Vietnamese operation. It would be unwise and also not necessary. And second, from the conversations I have had with military people on the scene, there is no need for a commitment of American manpower on the ground. The South Vietnamese have enough men, both in training and trained, to take care of the communist insurrection in South Vietnam, provided we can stop this continued reinforcement which comes across the border. So if we will take... Unless we find a way to stop indirect aggression in a place like Vietnam, our failure to do so will be the green light for the hardliners in communist China, who are in a majority there, and the hardliners in the Soviet Union, who are presently in a minority,